Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Southport. It is a second episode of the day. It is a second FA Cup match. It is away from home up against Coventry in Birmingham. For some reason, I don't know whether that's on purpose. Did Coventry actually play in Birmingham? I don't know. In between episodes, we've played a few matches. You'll notice we've actually gone undefeated since our last match. We've beaten Curzon Ashton 4-0. I don't know what happened here. We absolutely destroyed them. Clayton Lewis, David Morgan, Devontae Arancibia and Bradley Bowers with the goals in this one. Against Nantwich, we were awful. We were so bad in this. We got very lucky. Harry Woodward basically saves the day. A 3-2 victory here. And then against Boston United, again, we were not very good in this. Saved this time by David Morgan with 5 minutes left on the clock. The league table has kind of changed a little bit. We've gone to second place. I almost said we've dropped down to second place because we were top at one point. York have had a bit of a horrible run of fixtures and haven't done very well at all. I think they're actually, if we have a quick look, they haven't won in the league since the 12th of October. So yeah, they've drawn, they've lost, they've drawn. They've lost a game against Alfreton. They've drawn 3-3 with Kidderminster as well, which means York have kind of dropped away a little bit. It does mean, though, that Chester are now ahead of us, because for some reason Chester are just quietly going about their business. What have they been doing? So they've been knocked out of the FA Cup and the FA Trophy, which I guess is probably for the best. They've beaten Gloucester, they've beaten Kings Lynn, Hereford and Altrincham. So 4 wins on the spin for Chester has quietly put them back to the top of the table. Today then, as I mentioned, it is going to be a matchup against Coventry, League 1 Coventry, current table toppers in League 1 as well. They've only lost 2 games all season against Doncaster and Oxford. Hopefully we can make that 3 defeats all season. Now obviously, as a Conference North side, I'd love a cup run. Coventry is going to be a difficult test. It's going to be a very difficult test. But if we can get past Coventry, we'll pick up a reasonable sum of money for winning in the FA Cup second round. And then the big prize is a potential tie against the Premier League side. That's what we're after, isn't it? That is what we're all hoping for. Coventry, I don't know whether... I mean, there's 7,258 tickets have been sold. So it's a lot. It's a big crowd. It's a big crowd for this match. I don't know whether we actually get much of that gate receipts, though. You can probably all list off the starting 11 now. It is Watkins in goal, Parker, Adu Prepper and Ryan Astles as the back 3. Harry Woodward is going to be the right back with Bradley Bowers as the left back. I've just noticed he's on a youth contract. He's 19. We can actually sign him. Hold on. We can. It's going to cost us 90 grand, but not doing it. Clayton Lewis and David Morgan will be the central midfielders. Devontae Arancibia will be the attacking midfielder with George Newell and Raul Correa as the strikers. Correa hasn't scored a goal in 5 or 6 matches now. It doesn't sound bad, but I'm worried because he's my top goal scorer. He should be getting 30 goals a season for us. Now, I don't know a lot about Coventry. I don't know if they've got any good players in there. I mean, I recognise a few names. Kyle McFadzean is a name that I recognise. It doesn't mean that he's good. We've also got an assistant manager. It's Ian Hendon. I'm not quite sure who he is, but he's joined the club, so he can now do my team talks, because I don't like doing them. Can we start quick like we did against Salford? Score an early goal? Well, we've missed the 5-minute mark. Maybe this is the chance, although it does start with Coventry with the ball. Crosses in. Jabello goes for goal. His header is over the bar. First highlight of the game goes to the Sky Blues. Free kick for Coventry. Hyam takes it to Rose. He's going to go back to Hyam. He does. Who can just dink it over the top to O'Hare, who's got loads of space. He has to score. And Watkins makes a save. He did make a save, but it was offside anyway. Right, there was a save. We didn't see the highlight. It's going to be a corner for Coventry. So far, we are up against it. Although we have had some chances, just not any highlights. Corner has come into the back post. Hyam's header is over the bar. It is still 0-0. 10 minutes to play of the first half. Our goalkeeper's on an 8.0 rating already. That's ridiculous. And at half-time, it remains 0-0. Not the most exciting game of football, but we are still in this match. I'm not going to do any changes, although Bowers probably needs to do something different as he's on a 6.1. 6.1 now. It was a 6.3 at half-time. Let's give him a get creative. I mean, this is going to go to a replay, isn't it? And if it goes to a replay, that's going to be another episode of an FA Cup game, isn't it? Right, Bowers is coming off. He's having an absolute shocker. We're going to do... What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Not going to lie, I don't know why I'm doing it, but Devontae Arancibia is going to go in as a left-back. I'm sure he'll probably be fine. And we're going to bring on Akil Wright, who is not an attacking midfielder. Actually, we'll do that. That's probably a better way round. Akil Wright has come on then. That is all we're doing for the moment. Correa's on a 6.3. Lewis on a 6.3. Aaron Sibia's on a 6.4. Something needs to change. We've got a free kick for Coventry. Walsh takes it. Hyams at the back post. Watkins once again with a wonderful save. Correa collects it. And that is the last we're going to see of Correa. It's going to be Gilliam Kiki coming on. Clayton Lewis is going to come off as well. I don't know. He's doing rubbish, but I don't have an attacking midfielder on the bench. Ryan Curran. Sure, you can be an attacking midfielder. This is the problem with lower league football, is I don't have the money to have the depth that I need. So we're just having to make do. We've got 10 minutes left to play. It's still 0-0. Dabo with a free kick for Coventry with 5 minutes left to play. Gets the ball back, runs inside, gets round his man. Across to Kelly. Godden, now Garner. Aaron Sibia steals it away. Now, can we break? Curran with the ball. Playing out of position. Woodward isn't going to get on the end of it. Dabo does, and he can play the ball forward down the left-hand side. Castaneer, lots of space if he can get round his man. He's actually keeping up with him, which is good. Cross in. Adu Prepper clears it. Morgan gets it clear further, but Rose goes for goal from miles away, and we've been beaten by a worldie. It is Michael Rose, his first goal of the season. He's a right-back. Right-backs do this far too often against me. We are 1-0 down, and I don't think we're going to be coming back from this unless we can score a goal here. Woodward with the ball, crosses in. Kiki was there, he was offside. He was miles offside as well. That is going to be it then, or is it? Hold on, we've got a corner. Walsh's corner comes in. Wright gets it clear, but not far enough. Garner collects it for Coventry. Got a player on him. I'm not sure who it is going to be. McFadzean collects it now. Still inside the Southport half. Loses out to Kiki. Now the Frenchman is going to break down that left-hand side. He should be faster than McFadzean. McFadzean's an old man, isn't he? Kiki gets around his man. Jumps to tackle. Crosses in. Morgan is there. We've equalised. In the 91st minute, David Morgan has equalised. I now want this replay. Or do I want a replay? Maybe I don't. Let's go for the win. Let's go for the win. Not Coventry. Coventry don't win. It's a throw. Dabo takes it. Godden crosses in. Garner with loads of space. It's gone in. It's gone in. Castaneer has made it 2-1. We equalise in the 91st minute, and then we concede again in the 94th. FA Cup's a bloody stupid competition anyway. We are out, and we could have done something there, couldn't we? We could have got through that. Brad Watkins, hero. Absolute hero of our team. An 8.1. If it wasn't for him, we would have lost about 6-0. Well, our FA Cup run does come to an end. Do we pick up any more money for that? I don't know. Let's have a quick check of the finances. £125,000. What is that? So, literally £92,000 from gate receipts. Really? Because it's the 1st of December, and this is income this month, £92,000 from gate receipts from one match. We also got £6,000 because it was on TV. That is going to do it then for today's episodes. It was disappointing, ultimately, wasn't it? But we can now focus back on the league. We've also got, if we have a quick look at our fixtures, we do still have the FA Trophy. That's a thing that we can probably try and win, right? Do we get much money for getting far in this competition? £6,000 for winning in the first round, 7, 8, 9, okay, 10, 20, and then if we win the whole thing, £30,000. Or £60,000 for winning it all. Well, that's going to do it then for this episode. Next episode, as I've mentioned multiple times, is going to be the matchup against York, currently now in 3rd place in the table. That will be on Monday, so we're going to take a break from the Southport save for a couple of days, and we will return. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back with more Football Manager tomorrow with the Newcastle United save, and more of the Southport save on Monday.